Hello, my name is Snowy, and today we are going to be getting the Heaven Quaker Sect martial art. This is the one of the 3 spear arts that you can currently get in the game, and I'm going to show you how to get it. So quickly to show it off, the spear is not too different. There's just a handful of differences compared to the other martial arts. The light attack is fundamentally the same. All the spear martial arts that are in the game are the same. However, the heavy attack is a bit different. It has to do with stabbing and a slashing. Stabbing, slashing, and a jump slash. Now the charge, which is the different part, is a flurry of spears followed by a final stab like that. So the 2 skills for the Heaven Quaker Spear are: the martial arts skill is Somber Sorrow, where you spin the spear and it damages enemies in your area. Depending on the amount of hits you get whilst using the spear, whilst using the Somber Sorrow, you will get a couple different bonuses. If you get fewer than 5 hits, you get Water Drop. More than 5 hits, you gain Spring Surge. And specifically, if you get more than 10 hits, you gain River Flow. Now, Water Drop increases HP damage by 10%, so that's less than 5 hits. 5 or more gets you a 15% HP damage dealt. And if you get 10 hits, which is what you really want, you get the River Flow, which increases your HP damage dealt by 20%. It doesn't just do that, it also works with the special skill, which is Sweep All. So swing the spear to deal damage to nearby enemies. The attack is enhanced when you have the following effects. So Water Drop, so that's fewer than 5 hits, deal moderate damage. Spring Surge increases damage and attack range and reduces the defense of hit target. This is the 5 or more. And then the River Flow, which is what we really want, which is further increases damage and attack range, reduces the defense of the targets, and applies a bleed. That is the really good part of this weapon, which is what I like more. Now, it is a bit more situational because you are not always going to be able to get River Flow, but when you can get it, and then you apply the bleed along with some other stacking benefits, it can be really good. How do we get the Heaven Quaker Spear? So currently I am right here. I am in the Blissful Retreat. First, what we need to do, since I've already completed the quest, I'll show you where to go. You have to head to Peace Bell Tower. If you don't have the teleport, it is here on the map, right here on the map. Right next to Killfire Ridge, Heaven's Pier, Peaceful Bell Tower. So I'm just going to teleport here since I have the teleport. What we need to do is we need to head down. We need to head down here. Right above where my head is, that's the area you have to be at. We're just gonna jump down. Bam. Okay. So now standing right here is gonna be a guy watching another martial artist train. The guy that you are going to find right here, his name is Kui Yuhai. And talking to him, you are going to start the quest Skill Theft Unearned Lesson. And essentially what you'll have to do is there's going to be a martial artist training right where I'm looking. You're just going to have to walk over here and you are going to learn the skill. You're going to learn Skill Theft. So you're going to do a Skill Theft. Now, I am not 100% sure about this. This might be because I've looked it up in the wiki, and the wiki is telling me something a little bit different, because you learn, if you know the skill Tai Chi, this right here, you gain this by doing skill theft from a bear super early on in the game, and that's where you originally learn the ability Skill Theft. But in here in the wiki, it's saying that you can learn it from this guy. Regardless, do this quest and then finish it, and then you will, 1, learn Skill Theft. You will 2, you will get a skill. You will get the skill Veil of Stillness, which steady your breath to gain stealth for a moment. The effect ends when you face enemies head on. Once you do that, you will also get those along with a Dragon Key. Now, the Dragon Key is absolutely essential to completing the next step, which is we need to head to the Heaven Quaker Sect Sanctuary. And to find it, you can either, if you don't already have Heaven Quaker Spear unlocked, which is probably why you're watching this, you can go down and you can actually go and look how to obtain the Heaven Quaker Spear. Every single art in the game. You're able to look, if you look in the bottom right, for me, it's A on my controller. So if I hit A, I'm able to look and see where I can steal the art from. Or in this case, if we wanted the Infernal Twin Blades, we can hit obtain and we could see, hey, we got to join the Midnight Blades, join the sect. And you know, I have the ability to join the Midnight Blades right now, but if I didn't, it would give me another option. If you don't have the Heaven Quaker sect or the Heaven Quaker Spear, click obtain, but it's going to send you to go right over here. Now, if you haven't clicked that and for whatever reason it's not working, the location is in between General Shrine, Wild Main Ranch, Buddha Fort. It's about right here. So I'm going to teleport over here to the Wild Main Ranch since I have the teleport. Okay, so yes, if you go to the Wild Main Ranch, it is right here. Here, let's get rid of that. So it is right here. This is the cave entrance. So there's a tree right here. There's some other trees. There's the pathway. There's that broken tower. Some right next to the river. One of the things you absolutely need is that dragon key. So that dragon key that you obtained from that previous quest, you're going to be putting it in here. You can see it. You can kind of see I put it in the top right there. And this will cause this rock to open and thus starts this part of the quest. Now, this part of the quest is a little bit different. I'm assuming it has something to do with that Veil of Stillness we got earlier, but this part of the quest is going to be a stealth section. So we need to go and try to steal the skill without being caught. Heaven Spear Sanctum, yeah. So your character will automatically use Veil of Stillness, and we will eventually run into here. And now this right here is the area we need to move through. Now, if you can see right above my head, that is where we need to go. And so if we look off to the side there, we can see a quest has popped up right above my head. Martial art, skill theft, 1 out of 1. I've already done it. But also collect chests, 5 out of 6. I might as well go collect the last one. And then use wind sense to aid exploration. Now, if you don't remember, for me, it is hold right on the stick. That activates my wind sense. And that is going to let me see the field of vision for the guards. Now, this is going to be extremely helpful to be able to take them out, but I will show you a way that we can get through this. Another thing before we start is this right here. This is one of the hero tombs. This is essentially a save point. And so what I can do is I will show you. Let me get caught real quick. How that works. So we got caught and we failed. And so what we can do is we can return to the save point. And this will send us right back here. Now, there are a couple of these in the area, so don't worry too much about failing. It's okay. This is not a super punishing game. So we got to get over there, and this is going to be one of the best ways. This is this is what I did. You can kind of go about this however you want. I decided to take out the enemies because I felt like it was going to be the easiest, because I just wanted to be able to explore without having to worry. And so using the ability, using the instant death or the one assassination ability. So using the one assassination ability, it will let us just instantly assassinate all these enemies. And if an enemy does see you and catch onto you, they'll just stand there for a second, but they will then eventually just go back to their normal pathway that they were going. And we'll use this. We can see you turned around. And whilst you're in here, you might as well grab these embers. And we'll push up. And we're good. Now, these enemies, unlike the other enemies in the game, do not drop. They do not drop any materials. Oh, I guess you could skip these enemies up here. Okay. So this one I have found. You kind of just have to go for it. Oh, never mind. Huh. Yeah, you just gotta roll with it. We got that guy. We got that guy. And we are going in this direction because taking out those 2 guards we just got caught by will be pretty easy. You can only grab the fire embers once, just so you know. And even you don't even have to be directly behind the enemies to assassinate them. They could be looking at you. But it's just a bit easier. There's that. And obviously they don't hear them. They don't hear anything, so... so we're going to wait till this guy turns around. And then we're going to go hit a save. All right, that's that. Okay, okay. And so we're going to move this way. We're going to move this way. We're going to come back up. We're going to jump back over here. And we're going to come right down here because there is a save point right here. So let me show you that these save points just kind of send you back. I'm going to go intentionally, wholly intentionally, get caught doing this completely on purpose. Turn the save point. And we are back right here. The enemies, oh, they have respawned. Okay, that's fine. The enemies have respawned. That's okay. Because it's only directly in their line of sight on like a 2D. If you're anywhere in that red, then, you know, you're gonna get caught. However, sorry. Anyway, with that being said, they're talking about the chests that are in here. There is going to be a chest right in here that you can grab. Okay, yes, there's going to be a chest in there, but we are going to come right over here. We are going to be able to... Oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, so like I just showed, you can assassinate them from the front. But the reason we are doing that is so that we can do this. So this enemy is walking right through here. They're walking, see them right there. They're walking here. There will be a time in which we can jump down and assassinate this guy, which opens up that guy, which then opens up that guy. So as soon as this guy turns around, we are going to pop. We are going to pop. And then we are going to... Now, remember that the wind sense ability will make you walk slow. But there should be another chest, I think right here about, somewhere right about here. Okay, so we're going to wait for this guy because there is another chest over in that direction. Ooh, we're going to wait for this guy to come back down a little bit more, get out of that sight range. And we got him. Okay. Okay, now I'm pretty sure that guy's gonna turn. Yeah, he turned. Now this guy doesn't seem to turn at all, so once this guy turns back, and that other guy turns back, we are gonna go take him out. Yeah, so we're gonna take out this guy. We're gonna run over here. We almost got caught, but that's okay. We're gonna take out this guy. Take out this guy. And then we are going to wait for that guy to come around. Because there is gonna be a chest right over there. Take him out. Okay. And then there should be a chest, like this sign is saying. Should be a chest somewhere. Oh, this is diary. Okay. Yeah, but there should be a chest right there. And with all that done, we're gonna move on to the next area. So we can climb up. Climb right up. And we're gonna go take out this guy. Okay, that's not gonna work. So what we need to do is we need to go back up and around. And we will go take out that guy, because that guy is in our direct way to be able to open this. Now, you would be able to open this regularly. I'm I can, but you won't be able to. So what you need to do is you're gonna need to come back up here and open up a mechanism to be able to open up that door. So we got that. That's that. Then we're gonna come up this way. Then we're gonna walk up through here. And there's gonna be 3 enemies up here. 2. Oh, yeah, and here's another save point. And so, actually, this is the moment, because that's as far as he goes right there. You want to make sure you take him out, and then he's turned around. Perfect timing. Take him out. Now, this is going to be here. So what you need to do is you need to activate this, and that is going to allow you to open up that door down there. But since I already did that, it let me do it this time. And then we're going to run down quickly. Knock this guy out. And I thought previously you had to, previously I thought you needed to actually crouch. Apparently, no, you don't. Yeah, so, but that guy can see you. He has a very, very wide range. Yeah, so he has a very wide range, so you can't walk through there. What we need to do is we need to come down there. Right down there. To be able to get to the skill art, which is right there. Which we gotta go down. Yes, and there should be another chest right over this way, and there should be a chest right here. We're gonna walk it down. We're gonna go down here. Now this is where some other chests are. Yeah, so there are a bunch more chests down here. So let's, whilst we're here, let's go ahead and figure out how to take this out. Both of those guys are taken out. And, this is that one chest I missed. So, bam. Yep, we got one chest in there. Inner Way Wolf Chaser Art. Oh, hello. Reduce the required combo. Oh, shoot. Oh, this actually fixes the singular problem I had with it. Huh. So Heaven Quaker Spear. Somber Sorrow buff from 5 to 10 to 4 to 8. What? Each time Somber Sorrow hits a boss with a bleed effect from you, there is a 20, 40, 60, 80, 100% chance to increase the combo count by 1 based on the number of bleed stacks. Wow, that's really good. Okay, we'll get back to this because there's some more I want to say about this. Anywho, there's that. So, collecting all the chests will give you that, which, actually, like, greatly improves the martial art. So, it's important that we try to get all 6 chests. Oh, I failed. Okay, that's fine. Okay, anyway, so we got that chest over there. Because I actually don't remember that guy standing there. Okay, wait a minute. No, I remember what I did. Silly me, silly me. Anyway, we got that one chest, which is important. You're going to need to get that. Go take that guy out. Okay. And so this guy, we obviously can't walk past him, but we can jump down here. But this is what you're going to see. So that is going to be the guy we are stealing the skill from. And that using Wind Sense, we see this skill theft. That's where we can start the skill theft minigame. But we're going to drop down here because we got to take out these guys. Gonna take out that guy, take out that guy. And there should be a chest somewhere in this area right here. And we can come down here. Jump down here. And I think there should be another chest right down here. Yeah, so there's a chest right down there. Take out that guy, take out that guy. We're gonna take out this guy. So that was actually a better way to go about doing it, but anyway. That gets us there. Yeah, there should be another chest somewhere in this area right here. And somewhere around here. And that should get you all 6 that you need. And with that, we can head back up here. We run back up here, and then we go into here, which we can look at the guy. And this is for me on the mouse and keyboard, or sorry, on the controller. It is left stick. On the mouse and keyboard, it is G. But since I'm using the mouse and stick, we're going to hit left. And so we are going to, now this is, I already have the martial art, but we're going to do the mini game anyway. So we can just hit confirm on that. And so this is going to start the mini game. Now this is a little bit difficult, but all we need to do is just, we got to hit the A button for me right as that yellow circle gets as close to little as possible. If you hit the gray circle like I just did, you're going to lose comprehension. The goal is to try to get to 50 comprehension. The smaller the circle is, when you hit it, the more comprehension you get. And sometimes there will be a combo that he does that gives you a little bit of comprehension each time. And during that combo, if you miss any, it doesn't count towards losing any comprehension. However, hitting the gray will make you lose some comprehension. So, never mind, I didn't fail. Okay, yeah, so success 3, failure 4. Well, okay. I'm gonna start a fight. Anyway, but that is how you get the Heaven Quaker Spear. Once you've stolen that, you can then go to hit start, go to develop, and you can then equip the art. So let's go and actually fight a boss with it so I can show you. Okay, so we're in the Palace of Annals. This is the Palace of Annals boss. And so we're gonna fight the boss here. This is the Lucky 17. Yeah, so like I was saying, much like all the other spears, the light attack is basically the same. So nothing too new there. But the heavy attack is quite nice. And the martial arts skill, you can do a spinning attack. Now, one of the problems I've run into is the fact that you can't really get to river flow with this when you're just fighting a single enemy. And so that makes it difficult. Now, I might be using it wrong, and that's fine. Now, something you can do is you can kind of hyper armor through attacks when doing the spin. So if you have the auto effect on like I do, it will pause, and if you're in the middle of a spin, it will cause you problems. Yeah, but like I was saying there, you can kind of just hyper armor through them. But another thing I will say that I have liked on the spears is I am using the inner art that allows you to put a poison. There's a 10% chance that you can put a poison on an attack, and that helps. So in the develop, if we go to our inner way, I am also using the bitter season. So when dealing damage, there's a 10% chance to apply poison effect for 5 seconds, dealing damage per second. The poison reduces target's physical defense by 0.6% for 10 seconds, stacking up to 5 times. And so with the spear and working with the bunch of different attacks that we have, so we have the spinning attack. We have up to 6 hits right there. We have 3 hits right there. Along with this, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like 10, however many. So there's a very, very high likelihood you're going to be putting that poison on. You're going to be doing some more damage. And, you know, that's all well and good. That's that. That's how you get the Heaven Quaker Spear. That's the martial art that's going through that's trying to explain it. I hope this video helped, and I hope you enjoy. I stream on Tuesdays and Fridays. If you want to come by on Tuesdays, we have a variety stream, and on Fridays, we do this game. We play Where Winds Meet. We'll play it. We'll talk about it. I have another video that we're going to be working on, and we're going to be recording while streaming. So if you want to come by and watch it recorded live, that's that. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you later.